Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the first Mortal Kombat 1 video on my channel. I missed the stress test, so the first one's coming from the beta, and I didn't do a live commentary for this one, if you guys couldn't tell, so I am doing this post-com, but I figured I'd take this opportunity to announce a couple things and talk about a couple things on my channel while showing you guys my first MK1 online games. It was a little loud at my house too, so I figured I'd just kind of make this update video, but that's besides the point. First things first, I wanted to announce I'm going to attempt to make the switch to daily uploads on the channel. I've been doing Monday through Friday because I do have a full-time job. I've got a large family at home. I've got 5 other members in my family, so 6 in total if you include me, and I guess 8 if you want to include the dogs, and 9 if you include my turtle. So lots of stuff here. So sometimes it's difficult to find times to record, and I don't know if you guys could tell yet if you're like a recurring member of the channel and you're here every video. I've mentioned before, I tend to record all of my content in 1 or 2 days, that being Saturday and Sunday, because I don't have work, and my family, you know, they'll give me the time. Sometimes if I ask them, you know, they'll give me the time to record, or other times I'm recording throughout the night when everyone's sleeping so that it's quiet, and trying to get the best audio quality for you guys. I don't have like an outstanding setup. I don't have an outstanding mic. I don't have insane gear, but we'll get there one day. But I think right now it's just good enough as long as everything's like settled. I know there's a couple things that I wish I could, you know, fix with my mic. One of them being sometimes you can hear the fans on my PC going, and I really don't know how to get that to go away, given that my room is very small and my PC is just a few feet away from me, and you can hear the fans going, and I always need it on to record, so that's why you're always hearing the fans. If you're like if you got like headphones on and you're really paying attention, you could probably hear it, but not really much I can do about it. I think the audio is in a pretty decent spot given my current situation, but we're not really here to talk about that crazy stuff. What we are here to talk about is the MK1 beta and just how well the channel's been going recently, which is why I really did want to do this daily upload thing, just because I feel like I can do it. Like, I feel like I have the time. I could find a way to get things figured out in a way to where I can get consistent daily uploads, but I figured there'd be no better time than now once the beta is out. So I recorded a bunch of videos. This is after my the weekend, I guess, of the MK1 beta. So I've already done all of my recording. I've got like 15 videos ish all ready to go, and I'm going to be posting them daily, and by the time the last video comes out for the last MK1 video comes out, there's going to be 10 days until the MK1 early release or whatever for people who pre-ordered the game. So technically the official launch, which I pre-ordered the game, so I will be able to play on the 14th. And given that, I'm going to do those 10 days in a way for me to play my favorite characters from both MKX and MK11. So I'm going to do 5 characters from each game, my top 5 characters in MKX, my top 5 characters in MK11, and that 10th video will fall on the day of MK1's early release. So on that day, I have put in a time off request for work so that I can get out Thursday and Friday, so that I can give you guys that content. That quitality was crazy, man. It was only like my third game in and making people rage quit with Sub-Zero. But yeah, that on that 10th day, it's going to be the last MK11, MKX video, or whatever, for my favorite characters. And I'm also going to post a MK1 video day 1 release. So that's why I've really wanted to request the day off for Thursday and Friday. So that way I can give myself a longer weekend. And also that way I can get you guys MK1 content like ASAP. Because I know, I mean, beta is one thing, but the full game launch is a completely other thing. I have so many things planned. You know, you've got story mode, whatever they decide to do for Crypt, whether it be like a conquest mode or like something more similar to MK11's kind of Crypt. Like, they could do so much with that too, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot. Offline modes, online modes, like there's just so much that's going to be coming in MK1, and I just wanted to take a couple days off to try and give myself this head start and get things really planned out. So that's kind of like the roadmap that I have going forward for the channel, at least until MK1's release. So I'm pretty happy with just the way the channel's been growing. Again, I just can't thank you guys enough, really, for all the love and the support that you guys have given me since, man, it's been a few months now probably since I've really started to grow consistently. Like, I used to struggle to like gain any subs throughout the week. I could maybe, you know, maybe like one or two every other week or something like that when I was first trying to make Mortal Kombat content. And I've improved a lot in that time. I've learned a lot in that time about being a content creator, or even just playing Mortal Kombat. Like, I've learned so much about fighting games in general, and just I've gotten so much better, and not even just from me playing and the experience, but from you guys who have been in my comments section and telling me, hey, you could do this better, hey, you could do this better. I mean, I'll see if I can put a couple like screenshots of comments up on the screen right now, but like some of you guys have just been amazing, like giving me paragraphs of, you know, you could do this, this, and this, and you could do it to set this up, or, you know, whatever the case is, you know, just character specifics and things. Like, super helpful stuff that's really only helped me grow as a fighting game player and a content creator as well. And again, that's just, you know, credit to you guys, because I don't think I'd be about to hit 400 subs right now if it weren't for you guys. And I figure that's why, hey, you know, you guys have been so helpful to me. I'm gonna push to do this daily thing too, you know. I mean, Monday through Friday is, you know, cool and all, trying to give all of you guys some sort of content throughout the week, but weekends are important too, and really it's not that difficult sometimes to be trying to make these videos and edit them and things. It's just really time consuming, but I really do enjoy it. It's just the difficult part is trying to find the time, balance this with my 9 to 5 and with my family and with, you know, just in my free time as well. Like, there's just so many things that need to happen in between all of this, and it's because of you guys why I continue to keep going forward with it, and why I keep recording videos and making content. And we're really growing, and it just makes me really happy. So again, thank you guys, I really appreciate it. But now let's just get into the beta. Lots of good stuff, seriously. I mean, I've seen a lot of content on the stress test, and this is already a major improvement. The stress test was a major improvement from, in my opinion, MK11. I think I'm already loving MK1 more than I love MK11, and it doesn't mean I don't like or love MK11. I really do. I love that game to death. It's just the creativity and all of the things that you could do in this game. It's just insane. I've spent, I don't even know, maybe like at least 15 plus, maybe more. We're probably looking at like 20-ish hours on this beta right now and just gameplay time. And I really don't even think I've scratched the surface of the possible stuff that I could do with these characters and the cameos and everything. Which is why, like, the content you're going to see going forward, I've kind of stuck with, you know, I have the character and I pick the cameo I like the most with them, and I just kind of stuck with that for those characters' videos, because there's just so many things that you could learn and things that you could adjust and change and try with a mix of using, say, Sub-Zero and Sonya versus Sub-Zero and Jax. Like, it changes so much, and that is something that is amazing to me. Like, completely changes the situation. You want to take your character's strengths and make them stronger, add a cameo that can do that. You want to take your character's weaknesses and, you know, fix them or help them out and cover for it. Did pick a cameo that does that too, to have a more well-balanced character. So many cool things that you could do because of this cameo system, and I just feel like I haven't even scratched the surface of it. Whereas, like, when I first started playing MK11, you know, I started first by playing Scorpion, and I played Shao Kahn, and I was like, done. You know, after like a week or two with those two, I was like, I really don't see what else. You know, I couldn't really think of anything better to do with those characters, any more creative stuff that I could do. And it just, you know, it felt pretty limited. Like, yeah, you had, you know, all of your other abilities and things that you could use for them to kind of change it up here and there, but ultimately the game plan always felt like it was the same or similar, whereas that is not the case here. I think my favorite example is Liu Kang. Amazing in the beta. He is probably the best character in the beta if you know what you're doing with him, because he does a lot of stuff very well. If you don't even add in a cameo, he's the best zoner in the roster right now. He's got air fireballs, which are absolutely incredible. He's got the fastest projectile in the game. He's got a low projectile, and he's got his flying kick or whatever, where the dragon comes out first. The dragon comes out, and then he flies in too. So I mean, if you're not paying attention, you block the dragon, then you get hit by the kick. And he could enhance that dragon, and and the kick doesn't even come out, so it just acts as like another projectile. And then he's also really good in the corner. So if, let's say, you finally chase down Liu Kang and you manage to get him over into the corner, and he flips sides on you, oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be pretty tough, because Liu Kang does a lot of damage in that corner on his own. And if you add in a cameo like my personal favorite to use with him is Jax, it just makes it so stressful, because you could extend your combos like crazy in the corner with Liu Kang, you know, because you got the Jax bag break or whatever, and you're pushing 50 with Liu. You're pushing 50 with Liu Kang in the corner almost every time, and for like maybe a bar, and that is just absolutely insane. If you, especially when you add on the godlike zoning that he has. Which also, Jax would aid that, because he has his unblockable ground pound. So you set up your Jax ground pound, you like instant air fireball, and your opponent, like, they don't really have a choice. You know, they stay on the ground, they're getting hit by the Jax unblockable, but if they jump, they're getting hit by your air fireballs, because a bunch of them come out. So it's really difficult to deal with Liu Kang online, and he's definitely one of the better characters. He's probably the best character in beta, like I said. But if you change your cameo, that's what I was getting at. If you want to change your cameo to someone like Sonya or Frost, you could change the way you play Liu Kang, because let's just, you know, say Sonya, for example, you don't have to zone anymore. You don't have to push the zoning. You know, you don't have to go back and zone and play that way. Even though, yeah, it's probably good to mix it in with Liu Kang, because he is so good at it. But you could then go in and be aggressive and have a rush down kind of play style with him. And it's probably even better too if you, instead of Sona, use Kano with Liu Kang. Just to add the pressure, and you can keep them safe with the knife because it's an ambush summon or whatever, like an ambush assist. If you guys don't know, ambush assist means your character doesn't have to do an animation to call the cameo out. The cameo just comes out. A summon assist would be your character would have to stop, do like an animation or something when your cameo comes out. And ambush assists are just really freaking good. Just because you could continue to do things with your character while your cameo is also doing something. And Kano's knives is one of them. So you could do like a shadow kick with Johnny, but if you called the Kano knife assist first, like just before it, and you do your kick, your opponent's not going to be able to punish you because those knives are going to hit them. And that makes it very difficult to deal with. But yeah, I mean, it's just, the point is, MK1 is extremely creative. You have so many options. You could change your play style almost completely based on the cameo that you choose. And that is something I absolutely love about this game. Movement's great, much improved from the stress test. Again, I didn't play the stress test, so can't really tell you how it felt, per se. But from what I was seeing, it looked really slow. And I'll tell you right now, it is not slow. MK1 is not slow anymore compared to the stress test. The dash blocking, amazing. Just the movement in general feels great. It's like very MK9-like. And I think that is amazing. There's a couple weird things. If you want to get a little nitpicky, there's a couple weird things that was happening with the camera that I could say was a bit of an L when it came to this beta. You'll see it in later videos, but we'd be like fighting, and some of the animations would be trying to play out, and the camera would like zoom out and zoom back in and get all really weird. So that was really weird. Johnny Cage, if you like punished him a certain way for using his fatal blow, it like darkens the screen during the animation, but when you punish him at a certain time or whatever, the fatal blows like darkening of the screen stays there for the rest of the game. And it's like completely ridiculous. So that's like really it. That's my thoughts on the MK1 beta. It's been amazing. It's been fun. It's creative. It's fast paced. It really does feel like we've gone back to MK9, MKX, like MK, and it's got the good stuff of MK11 too, like the footsies and things. And of course, we only got it. That's only the beta. We've got so much more to see for when the game actually releases. So yeah, that's about it for announcements and my thoughts on the beta. It's great. It's amazing. It's shaping up to be probably my favorite Mortal Kombat. I don't know if I could say that just yet, just because MKX is really high on my list. But we'll have to see when Mortal Kombat 1 officially comes out, because then I could say for sure whether this is my favorite MK or not. So let me know what you guys thought about the MK1 beta down below, and let me know what you guys feel about me going daily on the channel. I'm pretty excited about it. I hope you guys are too. And again, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.